So, Superstar, were you more impressed with Hurts or disappointed with the Saints?
Marcellus Wiley, this is a convoluted and complicated question, sir.
Oh, here you go. You're trying to muck it up.
No, sir, because two things can be true. First and foremost, I am impressed with Jalen Hurts. Saints hadn't allowed a 100-yard rusher in 55 games, and Jalen Hurts was one.
I saw.
Incredibly impressive. But, sir, let's be real. And I'm an Eagles fan, so I'm never upset when my Eagles win. You know this. Everybody knows this. Y'all know this. But the Saints, sir, can we talk about the first 6 possessions?
Oh, here you go.
3 and out, missed field goal. 5 and out, interception. 6 and out, 3 and out, halftime. Shall we again? 3 and out, missed field goal. 5 and out, interception. 6 and out, 3 and out, halftime. So I am disappointed with the Saints, my Super Bowl pick representative out of the NFC at the beginning of the season. I am disappointed with the Saints because this is not the Saints that we are accustomed to seeing. Again, I'm talking out both sides of my mouth. I'm an Eagles fan.
We know.
So it's hard for me to talk about, I'm not impressed with I am impressed with the Eagles, but the question wasn't, are you more impressed with the Eagles or the Saints? You asked me, am I more impressed with Jalen Hurts or disappointed in the Saints? Had you said, am I more impressed with the Eagles? Different answer. But I'm more disappointed in the Saints than I am Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts looked like a pro's pro. But you shouldn't be surprised. Son of a football coach. He grew up playing ball in Texas. Played at the University of Alabama, lost his job at the University of Alabama, then had to replace the man who took his job to save his team, and then transfers to Oklahoma and then becomes a Heisman finalist. We know Jalen Hurts is a pro's pro. His 273 yards, impressive. His 1 touchdown, impressive. But you can't watch that game knowing the Saints are the hottest team in football, 10-2 at the time. Taysom Hill had looked competent at the quarterback position and not be disappointed in the Saints. Impressed with Jalen Hurts, yes, but I am more disappointed in the Saints.
Oh, Acho took me everywhere.
I did.
And we're back here, and it feels good to be back here, man. I really did miss you.
It feels good to be back. I had to.
And I could tell I missed you because while you were gone, so much in this world changed. Your guy, Carson Wentz, no longer to be seen, and hopefully no longer to ever be seen. Let's add one more word to that sentence. A lot has changed in this world since you left, Acho, and it's good to see you come back to see how it all has changed. I'm impressed with Jalen Hurts. Let's just be real about this. This is not a Saints team that you can look at yesterday in a vacuum and say, I'm disappointed in you. Why? They came in white hot. 9 games in a row, we're talking about them winning. #1 defense, so that's what Jalen Hurts saw. A #1 defense and a team that had won 9 games in a row. And a team, as you said, that hadn't allowed a 100-yard rusher in 55 games. So when you're going to break that streak, let's not break it once with just Jalen Hurts. Let's break it twice, right? Let's go get some of this, too. The point is, you face the most Goliath of foes when talking about your first game ever as a starter in Jalen Hurts. And what did he do? Beyond all the tangibles, and we can look at his numbers, and I have nuggets after nuggets that show that the stats support that he had an impressive game. But more importantly, he showed the poise. He showed the wherewithal that all of us veteran players try to get to as fast as we can, which is slow the game down, take what they give you, and play close to the vest and within your skin, especially in your earlier, younger years. What I was so impressed by is that he took what they gave him. I know there was a lot of run plays called. I know there were a lot of scrambles. But the point is, he went out there, saw the weaknesses, and exploited them to the tune of this was an offense stuck in gear. 16 points, 17 points, 17 points, 17 points, last 4 weeks. What happened this week against the #1 defense, #1 seed in your conference? Oh, let's give them 24. So this is a team that has not even seen 30 points this year, Acho. What is the limit now that Jalen Hurts is under center?
You make great points, but the issue at hand is you said, am I impressed with Jalen Hurts? You have to say, am I impressed with the Eagles? See, when you look at Jalen Hurts, he gave you 273 yards yesterday total. He gave you a touchdown. On average, Carson Wentz was giving you 253 yards a game. So if you just look incubated at Jalen Hurts, I'm not going to sit there and say like, oh my God, I was wowed. I was wowed for a rookie. I was wowed for a first start. I was wowed for going against the Saints defense. But isolated, just looking at Jalen Hurts in and of itself, he was not as impressive as the Saints were terrible. Because think about how much help Jalen Hurts got. Marcellus, you know I'm no mathematician. You're a better mathematician than I. But I do understand it's easier to get 10 yards in 4 tries than it is to get 10 yards in 3 tries.
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. I'm with
Doug Peterson every time going for it on 4th down. Doug Peterson knew that. The Eagles' first 6 plays yesterday, run play, run play, run play, pass to Miles Sanders, run play. 6 consecutive runs or attempts to get it to the most explosive player on your offense. That hadn't happened beforehand. But this is what was so baffling. I had to go grab the plays for you and grab the plays for y'all.
Screen time.
3 weeks ago, Carson Wentz throwing the ball to Alshon Jeffrey with the game on the line against the Cleveland Browns. Alshon, make a play. Please make a play. I need you to just run an out route. You're 6'5", 250. This DB is
250?
230. This DB is 6'1", 190.
Okay.
Alshon, it's just an out route. Why are you getting muzzled by a smaller DB? Alshon, what is going on here? But wait a second. Yesterday, Marcellus Wiley, back shoulder, a harder play than an out route to the same Alshon Jeffrey. Same receiver, same guy, probably going up against a better defensive back, Marshawn Lattimore. And Alshon, now you found a way to get open for a tug? Jalen Hurts' is only passing tug on the day. I was so confused at the fact of, wait a second. All the players, not all of them, but the majority of the big-time players were also showing up. Doug Peterson called his best game. The star players played their best game. The Eagles' defense, you could argue, played their best game. Impressed with Jalen Hurts? Absolutely. Not taking anything away from Jalen Hurts. But let's not act like the rest of the Eagles didn't really support that man yesterday.
Yeah, but you're not looking at this for what it is, which is it's not coincidence. There's correlation. There's causation. You keep going with the coincidence. Everybody started balling yesterday. Doug Peterson started to coach again. I wonder why. There was one change in terms of what this team looked like before and what they look like after. Acho, when you was gone,
yes, sir.
You know me, I don't care about the ratings. I'm going to give you 100%. I don't give a damn what the scoreboard say. As long as you come to me and say, Marcellus, you did your job. Acho, you did your job. The show did its job. But the ratings were high when you were gone, Acho. I don't know why. It happened. It happened. I mean, producers bugging me 3 in the morning. I'm thinking I'm getting some of them calls that I used to get when I was super single like you. It's producers. Man, we killing it without Acho here. I don't know what's going to happen. Point being, Acho, sometimes one little simple change can ignite everything.
Hey, is this true?
No, hell no, it ain't true.
You better, hey, talk to me, Coleman.
Stay in the building, big dog. But in our sport that we love so much, the game of football, there is no entitlement. You know that. Everything is earned. Nothing is given.
That's facts.
So if nothing is given, how in the hell did Jalen Hurts go out there against the #1 seed and the #1 defense at halftime and have his teammates saying, yo, we up 17 donut?
Should have been 20. Missed field goal, should have been 20.
They're up 17 donut. Team, you know this situation. We've been there before. It is contagious when you whisper to your boy, hey, man, I don't know what it is, but let's keep doing whatever this is. I don't care. I don't even want to get scientifical with it. I don't even want to get deep with it. I just want to continue with this good feeling. This good feeling all came from Jalen Hurts, his composure, his poise, the fact that you have teammates now imagining not only the reality of we're up 17-0, oh, we won this game 24-21, but the imagination and the regret of why didn't we do this earlier? We were sitting there knowing that this team was stuck in gear. All those games, 16, 17, 17 points. How about it's been 7 games since they even eclipsed 24 points? Now there's a team full of enthusiasm, but also some regret. They didn't do this before.
But here is a question I have for you along with all those listening.
Let's go.
I'm not diminishing what Jalen Hurts did. I am just taking the magnifying glass and highlighting the Saints. What do I mean by that? Jalen Hurts don't play no defense. Carson Wentz don't play no defense. So when you look at the fact that the Saints had 3 3-and-outs, they had 2 turnovers, and just all. And the Eagles had 5 sacks.
Yep.
Eagles had 5 sacks, 3 3-and-outs, and forced 2 turnovers. That ain't got nothing to do with Wentz nor Hurts. Yet that really in and of itself won the game. So if you go into halftime with a goose egg on the board, the Eagles put a goose egg on the board for the Saints, you know you about to win that game. So
the Eagles?
Well,
if you're on a team like that, you ain't thinking you got it yet.
But the fact of the matter is very simple. The Eagles' defense, you could really argue, won that football game. Jalen Hurts did not lose it, whereas Carson Wentz has been losing games probably 3 to 4 games this season. I'm just simply submitting to you that more than Jalen Hurts won the game, he didn't lose the game. And Carson Wentz has gone out there and lost games this season. So to me, what is more impressive, Eagles defense, Saints were just god awful. And that to me is really more mind-boggling than Jalen Hurts' 270 yards.
But be real, in the last 8 games, they have not given up over 30 points. And then if you look at 7 of those games, we're talking about 22, 23, 21. Yes, these are games that they could have won if they would have just had the same type of production. You got to remember this. They're fighting against the atmospheric pressure and resistance of the #1 defense, and they scored 24. And the defense is sitting there like, yo, there's been a lot of games of late where we haven't given up 30. How come we are not in that same position? But when you go against #1 defense, you score 24. As a player, my imagination goes against everyone else we played against. Let's talk about the fact that y'all just played the Seattle Seahawks, only gave up 23. But what is that defense rank? 27th. How come we couldn't score more than 17? You know why? Because we ain't had a right quarterback. Now we do.
But let me caution you, along with everyone else, along with myself, because I'm out here like secretly like, not a boy, Jalen Hurts. We needed that. I'm secretly watching the game on the couch, torn because obviously I'm close with Carson, spent some time with him this offseason, but at the same time, I'm close with the Eagles. So I'm sitting here like, come on, Jalen, I need a W. But let's be real, Marcellus. We've seen this firsthand just 4 weeks ago. Taysom Hill, his first start, looked real good, didn't he?
Yeah.
First start, 230 passing yards, 50 rushing yards.
How many passing touchdowns?
No passing touchdowns.
Oh, okay, it didn't look like this.
No, 2 total touchdowns, though. 290 more yards, had more total touchdowns and more points than more total touchdowns and more total yards than Jalen Hurts. In his first start, Taysom Hill looked good.
He did.
What happened yesterday?
Oh, don't do that.
What happened yesterday? He didn't look that good, Marcellus. Why didn't he look that good? Because you know better than anybody, because you played in the NFL at a higher level than I. You can come in with minimal tape, and you can go out there and ball.
Surprise.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's what Jalen Hurts did, but Sal, when you go in there as a pass rusher and the offensive tackle has no film on you, he don't know if you're going speed to power. He don't know if you're going to go straight speed. He don't know if you got a crazy Dwight Freeney spin move. He doesn't know if you're going to long arm, you're going to two-hand swipe, you're going to hit one-hand chop. He don't know nothing. He playing out there bucket naked, just holding on for dear life. Saints defense was doing the same thing. You could not have anticipated Jalen Hurts was going to run the ball 18 times.
Oh,
you can't anticipate that.
I can.
So if I'm cautioning myself like I'm cautioning you, I'm not just going to sit there and expect this to be the same outcome. And why am I not? Because I've been watching Taysom Hill closely. 290 yards, 2 total touchdowns in his first start. Yesterday, he looked atrocious. Jalen Hurts is a much better quarterback than Taysom Hill. He was in college. He appears to already be in his first start as a pro. I'm just going to caution myself a little bit before I start talking crazy like it sounds like you're about to.
Wow. So Taysom Hill starts fast, and now he doesn't look the same. Oh, that should be a telling sign of all other quarterback play, especially Jalen Hurts. When I played against Peyton Manning, who looked horrible at first, were we supposed to say, oh my God, he's going to be a bum? Then he flips it around. The point is, you write your story. No one else writes your story. I love the fact that we all have comps, we have nuggets, we have all of these stats that support our argument, but it can't be the argument. The argument is Jalen Hurts fit for this team to give them not only a spark, but set them ablaze? Yes, and yes. I tell you why. They went out there with 18 rush attempts, and you're like, where'd that come from? I told you this last week. Maybe because you were on your world tour and you was doing everything from bathrooms across the world and you were zooming in. You didn't listen to me. I told you, quarterbacks that run the football with a commitment win way more than I think the audience understands. 60-7 when you're talking about quarterbacks that rush the ball 10+ times. How many times has Carson Wentz ever rushed the ball 10+ times? 0 in his career. Jalen Hurts did it in his first game. Why is that important? When you see 18 rush attempts, that is a coach, that is a system that is pliable based on what they see on the field. Jalen Hurts, more composed and more pliable than Carson Wentz.
So you're one of the most educated people on television. Let's talk smart. The law of diminishing returns.
Oh, don't go there.
The law of diminishing returns is very simple. No. The more you continue to do something, at first there's a large return on that.
Yeah.
At first.
Yes.
But then you continue to do it, and that return is smaller and smaller and smaller. That's the law of diminishing returns. Your returns diminish. I'm just cautioning you, Sal, because it would be very ignorant, I believe, of us to say, okay, The secret to the Eagles winning, Jalen Hurts, just run the ball 10 times a game. That's all you got to do. You're 60-7 if you run the ball 10 times a game. I'm just going to caution myself, probably so I can be happier later on. I'm not going to get my hopes up as my inner Eagles fan. There's a law of diminishing returns. Jalen Hurts did not lose that game yesterday. The Eagles won the game yesterday. Carson Wentz has lost several games, just like several other quarterbacks have lost games. Kudos to the Eagles team. Kudos to Doug Peterson. Kudos to Jalen Hurts in his first start. Yeah. But them Saints, 9 wins in a row, Saints. Favorite to represent the NFC in the playoffs, Saints. Had held every opponent to 16 points or less in the last 5 weeks, Saints. They were not at all impressive.
And they weren't impressive because somebody made them unimpressive. And that's the beautiful thing about football. Every time I went home, I loved my family and their support, their emotional support. They begging asses. All they wanted really was that money to keep coming. So, oh, it's okay, Marcellus. How's it okay? I had like half a pressure. No tackles, no sacks. Oh, it's okay. They was over there triple teaming you. Not every play, yo. But you know what I'm saying? Your family does that too. You sound like my begging-ass family over there trying to give emotional support. Yeah, what happened to the Saints? You know what happened to the Saints? Jalen Hurts and the Eagles happened to the Saints.
And the Eagles.
And
just make sure you say
as long as I say Jalen Hurts' name first, because he was the conductor of what we saw yesterday. It's amazing. It's going to keep going.